Lake Texoma, the third stop on the Cabela's Collegiate Bass Fishing Series. And with the season winding down, there's one thing on everybody's mind.
We're trying to be number one at school of the year.
For school of the year points.
School of the year.
That's been the biggest goal to everybody on the team.
We're all about that first place school of the year ranking this year.
The Cabela's School of the Year is the most prestigious title in collegiate fishing. And coming into this event, Bryan College has a slim lead over the two-time defending champions from the University of North Alabama.
It's big for our team. This is only our third year, and to be able to put all this hard work in and get to the top, it really shows what we're about.
That fires, especially our coach, man, that really fires him up just being our third year, and we're looking to stay there, hopefully.
Right now we're sitting in second. We're 29 points behind Bryan College, and we got a lot of work to do.
The stage is set, and the anglers are ready. This is the Texas Collegiate Challenge presented by Abu Garcia, and the action starts right now.
This weekend, we're at the Texas Collegiate Challenge 2017. We've kindly had to modify a few things at this event. The wind has howled all day today. This is the first official practice day that the anglers have had today. It's been blowing 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow it's going to blow again, but out of a different direction. So we're going to allow them to trailer at this event.
Looking at the Cabela's forecast, anglers will be launching under cloudy skies with temps in the low 40s. But the big story is the wind. It's switched directions and it'll be blowing 15 to 25 with gusts in the 30s.
Lake Texoma, tell me about it.
It's been rough for us, we hadn't really had that many fish we've got on. We got on a few yesterday, so we're gonna go out there and give it a shot and see what we can come up with.
Not gonna tell you too much, there's people listening, but I'll be shallow. I'll be shallow, and I'm not going far.
This practice has been fairly good for us, but we feel like this weather's probably going to change things up a little bit, but we think we can go out and get them.
We feel pretty good. We're excited. The weather's terrible and the wind's awful, but we'll see what we can get out there and do.
Bryan College has two teams on the water at this event, and we'll check in with both by day's end. But first, we'll begin tournament coverage with Mason Moore and Hunter Hastings fishing for West Texas A&M.
We came in here this morning, back here behind these boathouses. We know there's some fish bedded back in here. We started out this morning throwing a small Texas rig. After the team trail, these fish are fairly finicky everywhere. So we started small, hoping that would do it, and changing things up a little bit to figure out what it is they're wanting. We know they're here. It's just a matter of getting them to bite.
Been running this crankbait. Tried a worm this morning, trying to get some of these, hopefully, bedding in here in the shallows along these rocks. So far, it hadn't worked yet.
Moving on, we'll check in with Nathan Martin and Austin Mize, fishing for the University of North Alabama. They're currently ranked second in the Cabela School of the Year standings.
We're starting out on a little shad spawn. Actually, not a little one, it's a giant shad spawn. Friday we came in here. We was running down the lake, and literally the shad spawn's so big we could see it running. We stopped, made like 3 casts. Caught a 2.5, 3 pounder, had another blow up and left. So we just started here this morning trying to hopefully get us a limit, go from there. Conditions are totally different than Friday. Huge cold front, high pressure.
Just gonna have to stay on our toes, fish the conditions. Try and not get in too big of a hurry, not get spun out. That's the biggest thing, not getting spun out.
You can flip and pitch with the best of them, but the mental game is always the common denominator between those at the top and those that just show up. Hey, we're loving all the pics getting posted to Facebook and Instagram. Keep them coming. If you get a good shot, let us know. Hashtag #WeAreCollegiateBass. Stay with us. There's a lot more ahead from Lake Texoma and the Texas Collegiate Challenge presented by Abu Garcia.
It's in our stomping grounds and our playground. It's in our sights and our commitment. It's in him, it was in them, and it will continue with her. It's in my nature. Is it in yours?
Everybody knows somebody that just seems to have things go wrong around him. And for me, it's my good buddy Z when he heads to the water. It's like a black cloud follows this guy around. He runs out of gas, locks his keys in the car, or worse, has a flat tire coming to him from the water. But old Z's a pretty sharp guy. He relies on Boat US in those situations where something goes wrong.
Boat US has the finest low-cost boat insurance and the largest fleet of towboats ready to assist you 24/7. Visit BoatUS.com.
Engineered to excel, the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series are built for the ultimate ownership experience. It's a commitment to excellence packed with real-world advantages and exclusive features. Experience the accelerated performance standards of the legendary Ranger Z series. From first light to last cast, they're put together to set you apart. Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here.
Meet the water's lightest 25 horsepower four-stroke, the all-new Yamaha F25, the new standard and 25 horsepower portable four-strokes. At just 126 pounds, it's got the best power-to-weight ratio of any 25 horsepower four-stroke on the water. With performance that bests the previous Yamaha F25 and features like Yamaha's VTS for precise trolling speeds, batteryless EFI, built-in resting pads, and carry handles, it's the perfect portable power for small boats.
There's two things between an angler and the fish, the sun and the bugs. Sawyer's line of sunscreens and bug sprays keep you focused on the fish. Sawyer's Stay Put sunscreen formula bonds with your skin for a more comfortable and better level protection. And picaridin insect repellent will only harm the bugs, never your fishing gear. Also, Sawyer permethrin repels and kills on contact over 55 species of insects. You're already outdoors. Sawyer keeps you there.
The Cabela's Collegiate Bass Fishing Series is brought to you in part by Cabela's, it's in your nature. Powered by Ram Trucks, Guts, Glory, Ram. And by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Welcome back to Lake Texoma for the Texas Collegiate Challenge presented by Abu Garcia. This is the third stop on the road to the Cabela's Collegiate Bass Championship, and anglers are up against some rough conditions. Winds gusting up near 30 has the field bunched up in and around the marinas. And that's where we'll pick up the action with Matt Brown and Connor Fogg, fishing for Bryan College.
We started off in the back of this marina trying to fish a shad spawn, and we're trying to flip these slips with a spinnerbait and a jig and stuff, and catch them. He's caught a crappie, white bass, and stuff so far. We're thinking once the sun kind of starts to get up, it might pick up a little bit more. But this is what we've been doing in practice, and it's been paying off.
You're gonna hear a lot of tinks and clinks.
Yeah.
We're trying to put a spinnerbait back in some places around these docks. It's tough to get to.
Bryan College is sitting on top of the current Cabela School of the Year standings, and they made the trip from Dayton, Tennessee to defend their lead.
You know, we drove 14 hours, had 2 blowouts just to get here, and you know, it means a lot just to be able to get here and fish this lake. Our school and programs like this that makes it possible, but to be able to win something like this and put our school on the map, you know, would mean a lot to us.
We think that we can go out on the main lake and crank and catch 5.
But we're wanting to do this because we know these fish in here are the bigger ones.
These are better quality fish.
We believe these are the winning fish if we can get them to bite. I honestly believe a decent limit of fish is going to take you real far in this one. just because of the fact that all these fish are, you know, it shuts the shad down, you know, just up front doing something like this. And the bass.
Our water temps dropped about 3 or 4 degrees, so that really, it messes with the bass, but it really messes with the shad.
It's late spring, and Texoma is transitioning. One of the most productive patterns right now is the shad spawn, but the shad are finicky, and the drop in temperature is having an effect. Nathan Martin and Austin Mize are also keying on the shad. Throwing crankbaits on a sloping bank, Nathan's got the first hookup of the day.
You want me to help you, or you got it?
Look, I just swing it.
Nice. That'll work. Right there, good job.
Chill out. Always good to get the monkey out of the boat. It ain't a big one. We'll have to cull that one. But I want to get 5 and then go from there. I thought he was bigger than that when he jumped. I thought it was at least 3 pounder, but.
What did he eat? Square bill?
Yep.
The Cabela's Collegiate Bass Fishing Series is on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Get a good shot? Post it up. #WeAreCollegiateBass. Coming up, we'll get right back to tournament coverage from the Texas Collegiate Bass Challenge presented by Abu Garcia. Stop number 3 in the Cabela's Collegiate Bass Fishing Series.
Oh, nice shot.
You put the cool in life. We put the cool in coolers. Arctic ice.
Long live the courageous, the tenacious, the ones who push forward and give back. Long live the greater good, the helping hand, and long live the truck built to outlast them all. Ram, America's longest lasting pickups.
Let's get down to business. Quiet, you sons of fishes. Now, what?
I'm switching sonar.
Why?
Because now I can see fish swimming live in front of my boat. I even see fish attack my lure. Y'all's sonar's just history. I'm out.
I'm with him.
Bass Angler Magazine brings you more. If you want to learn the latest techniques, win your next bass tournament, or simply catch more bass, then Bass Angler Magazine is for you. From California to Florida, finesse to frogging, Bass Angler Magazine is jam-packed with how-to information from the world's best pros. Published every season, Bass Angler Magazine is crammed with fresh new articles designed to help anglers of all levels learn more and catch more bass. Sign up at bassanglermag.com today. Bass Angler is also available at your local Cabela's.
The Cabela's Collegiate Bass Fishing Series is brought to you in part by Yamaha Marine. Reliability starts here. Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder. And by Denali Rods. Experience the Denali advantage. Welcome back to Lake Texoma and the Texas Collegiate Challenge presented by Abu Garcia. We'll get right back into tournament coverage with the University of North Alabama's Nathan Martin and Austin Mize.
Here we are. We drove out here to Texoma to qualify for the national championship on our home lake. And this year they're doing it a little differently, where they're going to crown Team of the Year champions in Florence, Alabama, in front of our home crowd. So we're right there in contention to bring that trophy back to Florence for the 3rd time. So we drove our butts out here to Texoma.
Man, it would be awesome because we've already won it twice. So a 3rd time would just be icing on the cake. And it would really mean a lot for our program. We'd get a lot of good high school students coming in because they want to win, just like us.
Fish. We forgot our net at the house in Tuscumbia. So we're gonna have some interesting crankbait landings today. Is that fish bleeding?
Yeah, she's good though.
I'm talking about like on the tail.
No, she's looking really good. What's that fish do for you, man? Definitely gets a little pressure off our back. Fish a little less stressed out, that's for sure. You know, you just fish for every bite you can get. I'll gladly take it.
That's 2 for the boys from the UNA. Moving on, this is Jackson Case and Tyler Woods fishing for Stephen F. Austin. And that is fish number 2.
We're working it right now. We're just flipping all these stumps and casting every rock we can see. It's still in the water. And in between on bare banks, we're throwing chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, just trying to get a fish in that. But so far, I don't know which one's working the best. All working pretty bad.
We'll check back with Jackson and Tyler in a bit. This is Nathan Bell and Cole Sands. They fish for Dayton, Tennessee's Bryan College.
It started off really good. We pulled in here. We had a good day yesterday. We fished the Texas Team Trail. Caught 2 big smallmouth in here yesterday. We started here expecting to catch smallmouth, and went down the stretch, and I caught 3, a 3 1/4, a 3-pounder, and a 2-pounder, all largemouth. And turned around, about right there, I caught a fish. Big one, dude.
Is it?
Yep. Biggest fish. Stay on, baby.
Please stay on. Yes! Yeah!
That's a good one,
Just
dude.
pops off in the net, too. That's 3-pounder. Here, let me get your crankbait out.
Okay, now we just got one little one to get rid of, and we really might have a shot at it. Dude, I was letting it come back up, and he bit. We're just waiting for the camera boat to get here to catch this one, I guess.
That's one we needed right there. We kind of stumbled upon this yesterday mid-morning. We didn't have any fish. We came in here, and the shad were spawning up and down this steep rocky bank. And we just started throwing a little medium diving crankbait and started catching them. We caught our limit in here in the first little while, and I think we ended up culling 7 or 8 times throughout the day yesterday. And we was catching them on a Spro medium diving crankbait, and we've only got one, so he's throwing it, he's kicking my tail. But we're just basically just paralleling these steep walls, and they're here pretty good.
The first wave of anglers are due back at weigh-in in less than an hour. Coming up, we'll get back on the water for the final moments, and then we'll crown the champions at the 2017 Texas Collegiate Challenge presented by Abu Garcia from Lake Texoma. And now, Ram Facts, brought to you by Dodge Ram and the all-new 2017 Ram 1500.
I promise to be ready, anytime. I promise to love the sport just as much as you do. I promise to always be flexible. I promise to pull my weight and then some. I am Trilene, and I promise to never give up. Built with innovation, fueled by passion. Berkeley Trilene, America's most trusted fishing line.
Hey everyone, GoPro Dean Rojas here, and all of last year I really enjoyed wearing my FG21, which I have on right now. Well, coming up, we have a brand new color. As you can see, we have a new silver color.
I want to tell you about the FG21 jacket. The coolest thing about this jacket is the Vortex hood.
All day long, it does not matter how much it rains, you're going to stay dry and you're going to stay warm, and in turn help you catch more fish.
When I talk about Sunline, I think of one word: confidence.
Sunline FX2 is what I use for all of my frogging and flipping.
SX1 braid, which braid plays a big part in fishing line.
Shooter, I'm going to use in those close quarter deals like flipping and pitching.
One of my favorite techniques in fishing the tournament trail is to fish offshore ledges.
We have taken the questions out of the equation.
Take my word for it. It works. It works, dude.
Combining the best of old world craftsmanship with state-of-the-art technologies to bring fishermen everywhere a fishing rod that's feather light, extremely sensitive yet remarkably durable for any fishing condition or situation. Denali rods, tournament tested and tournament tough.
From the makers of Bubba Blade comes the Bubba Blade Fishing Pliers. No matter where you're headed to fish, this tool will become an integral part of your tackle box for many years to come. They feature our patented no-slip grip handles, just like our Bubba Blade knives, ensuring that this tool will stay firmly anchored in your hand. In addition to the handles, these pliers feature a super tough cobalt cutter and convenient split shot and leader sleeve crimping cutouts. The ultimate in control, strength, and durability. Bubba Blade.
When Pro Rule opened its doors, it was about more than just creating a product. It was about building a legacy, one that's known for strength, precision, and quality. Forged from determination and crafted from hard work and American pride. Pro Rule measuring boards and transom savers, made to last.
The Cabela's Collegiate Bass Fishing Series is brought to you in part by Bob's Machine Shop. Go fast, go shallow, go efficient. Gill Technical Fishing Gear. By Russell Marine, innovative products for the marine industry. And by Gemini Jerseys, the leader in custom fishing apparel. Welcome back to Lake Texoma and the 2017 Texas Collegiate Challenge presented by Abu Garcia. With time running out, we'll get right back into tournament coverage with Stephen F. Austin's Jackson Case and Tyler Woods. After a slow start, they're closing in on a limit.
Hey, that's 5 right there.
Hey, baby.
Good one. Hell yeah. That took way too long, didn't it?
The chunky one.
Heck yeah, just right beside that dock, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we've had a pretty decent day. We're just gonna go around these boat docks, fish one more little spot, then head in the way and see what happens.
Hopefully we can call out one of our small ones. Got what, about 30 minutes left?
25
minutes.
While Jackson and Tyler make one last move, we'll check in on Austin Chapman and JT Russell fishing for McKendree University, ranked 8th in the Cabela School of the Year standings.
All right, if you would tell me your name and school and what year you are.
I'm JT Russell from...
Net. There we go.
That'll help a little bit. You're gonna have to do some culling now.
Yeah. All right, green is bigger than red. And then that one in there didn't have a tag in it. Was it bigger than red?
Yeah.
And those are both bigger than red. I don't know, JT, what do you think we got?
Probably around 15.
We probably got close to 15 pounds.
Just 5 twins, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable how many fish, I mean, they're all so close to each other in size. But I think we'll do well. It won't be enough to win, but I think it'll get us a top 10.
Here you go, these things in front of you.
Heading back to Denison, Texas for weigh-in, it was a tough day for these collegiate anglers. Less than half the field managed to bring a limit to the scales.
It was tough. It was a grinder for sure. We started out this morning and we had practiced for about 2 hours yesterday, and we got out there this morning and it wasn't happening. When they say don't go out on that big lake, don't go out on that big lake. It was bad. It was whooping out there.
We definitely had to mix up the game plan, especially in pre-fishing. We had to change direction, change where we were going, and try out new things. And it paid off for us, so we'll see what happens.
Checking in on our featured teams, Stephen F. Austin's Tyler Woods and Jackson K sacked up 5 for 12.65 and a 15th place finish. The University of North Alabama needed a strong showing to stay in the hunt for School of the Year. Nathan Martin and Austin Mize managed 4 keepers for 9.14 and 25th place. But their teammates, Bridger Thomas and Sloan Pennington, brought 5 to the scales for 13.67, putting them in the top 10. McKendree University's Austin Chapman and JT Russell caught a nice limit that pushed the scales to 15.35, giving them a 5th place finish. Looking for points in the School of the Year, Connor Fogg and Matt Brown struggled today, catching just 1 keeper and finishing out the day in 40th. But Nathan Bell and Cole Sands came through, weighing a limit for 16 pounds, giving Bryan College a 3rd place finish.
Great job.
Cole Smith and Houston Smith made a strong run at it today.
We've had 1609 is leading it right now, but not for long. Here's your new leaders, 1960.
1960. Good for a 2nd place finish against some strong competition.
Pretty much lucked into the fish. I mean, we had a rough practice and just came out and put our heads down and got after it and found them, and worked out good for us.
At the end of the day, it was Zachary Hines and Trent Newman climbing to the top of the leaderboard with the biggest sack of the day.
Did he catch them all?
No, we split them today, but he can carry it off for me. That's fine.
How about a new leader? 1975. 1975. Y'all get them out and hold them up. That is an awesome bag of fish on a tough, windy day.
Well, it was tough this morning. I mean, we had 1 fish at 11 o'clock. We had some smallmouth found that we thought we were going to catch, but they didn't work out. I think that storm coming through last night and this wind kind of messed those smallmouth up, and plus the wind was blowing into that bank yesterday. So we packed up. We had an area where we knew big fish were, just didn't know how many were there. And right when we got there, I mean, he catches the first one, then I catch a good one, and he catches a few more big ones. So I mean, we were definitely blessed today to have what we had, just a school of fish under a set of docks.
And there you have it. Dallas Baptist University gets the win by the slimmest of margins. Here's a look at the rest of the top 10 on the Abu Garcia leaderboard. And checking in on the Cabela School of the Year standings. At the end of this event, Bryan College maintains their lead over the defending champions from the University of North Alabama.
We've had an unbelievable year this year. I think our lowest finish in any tournament's been a 13th place. And so we've been extremely blessed, and we just worked so hard. Our whole team, we put our heads together and just really worked as a team, shared information after practice and whatnot, and you know, it'd be huge. That's our #1 goal this year.
A big thanks to the folks from Denison, Texas for the help and hospitality this week.
We are the first city in Texas as you cross over the Red River into Texas. We are known as the Gateway City of Texas, and our motto here is moving forward, kicking back. And I like to think that we certainly know how to do that. This is a perfect example of how we like to kick back in Denison and have fun.
If you're headed to the Texoma region, please check out DenisonTexas.us. And that'll do it from Lake Texoma. Our next stop will be Lake Pickwick for the Boat US National Championship. For more information, look us up at CollegiateBassChampionship.com. This has been a Carico TV presentation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.